this is going to sound harsh, but your friends and family don't care about your YouTube channel at all. Now, are they going to say that? Some might. Hopefully most won't. But see, I made a video a couple days ago, 3 days ago, and I talked about why I don't believe you should share your YouTube channel with friends and family. This video is going to be like a part 2 to that, because what ended up happening is I got a lot of comments on that video. I mean, most of them were agreeing with me. And long story short, I'll leave a link to that video, but if you want to know what the the end result of that was, is that if you share your video or your channel with friends and family who may or may not have the same interests as you, that could skew YouTube's data collection, and your channel may not grow as fast as it otherwise could. So there you go. You don't have to watch that other video. But if you want to, there's a link for it. The comments that I got as a result of that video, again, most people agreed with me. They said, yeah, I've heard that, and maybe that's why my channel's not growing. You know, I told all my friends and family about it, and they don't seem to care about it. Actually, I'm going to walk. They don't seem to care. And I guess the first time wait, what was that? Thought I just heard a fox. Saw a fox up here a few days ago. Anyways, I'll leave him be. Yeah, so the first time I saw a comment like that, I was like, yeah, my family and friends don't care about the videos I make. And to me, that seemed a little bit on the harsh side, but it's probably accurate, but not in a mean way. The thing you have to remember is, if you're doing YouTube, that's your thing, that's your hobby, and you're very interested in it, and perhaps you want to talk about it to your friends and family. And you know, hopefully most friends and family would be interested in hearing about your YouTube journey. But you can't expect them to be as excited about it as you are. Okay? Why not? Well, again, it's your hobby. You're the one interested in YouTube. I'm interested in YouTube. I have a YouTube channel and I make videos for it, but I don't talk a lot about it away from YouTube, like with my friends and family, unless they ask. Now, I feel like I'm kind of dancing around the main subject here, but the bottom line is, you can't expect them to be as interested in it as you are, so that when they watch one of your videos, they may do it for you, you know, thinking they're helping you out. They're supporting you, okay? And that's awesome. That's good intentions. They mean well. Beside the fact that it may be hurting your channel's growth if you're a brand new channel, let's leave that to the side for a second. That's not what I want to talk about. But if they're not as interested in whatever it is you're making videos about, then they're not going to want to watch all of your videos. I mean, for the most part. Some people will. Some people would love to see your videos, and they'll watch them. But most of your friends probably not. But when I start seeing comments where one sticks out in my head. Actually, it's someone said, yeah, I shared my Facebook channel with all my friends and family. No one watched, no one subscribed, so F them, I'm done with them. And I thought, wow, okay, that's not where I expected you to go with that. You see, and like every family's different, and I understand that. Like every group is different, and people act in different ways. I'm going to keep switching hands here because I'm carrying a heavier tripod than I usually do, and it's a little heavy to be carrying in one hand for the whole time. Anyway, everybody has a different personality. Groups of people act differently. Actually, people act differently sometimes when they're in a group. They'll act different. You'll act differently perhaps when you're in a group of friends than you would in a work setting, for example. Well, some people, when they're together in groups, maybe the natural way they typically talk to one another is by joking around and making fun of each other and you know, seemingly having a good time. But if the person who's doing YouTube, let's say it's you, if you're doing YouTube and you've, you know, for the most part kept it quiet, but it comes up and you bring it up in a group setting like that, you may be opening yourself up to, you know, ridicule, criticism, unfounded and not appropriate, but, you know, some people might just think they're being funny, so they might make fun of you. It might be totally foreign to them too, you know, making videos for YouTube. Like, why would you want to do that? Because again, it's not for everybody. So just because it's for you doesn't mean it's for everybody. So if your friends and family don't watch your videos, they don't subscribe, they don't give you positive feedback when you're talking to them, don't take that personally. You know, in a lot of cases it might be jealousy, right? And you know, if you're at less than 50 subscribers and your channel's brand new, you know, I've heard people will then step up and try to give you advice, even though they don't even do YouTube themselves. But, you know, as soon as you hit 10,000 subscribers, all of a sudden, you know, certain people might be asking you for advice. You know, it's a conversational thing. So my main point here is try not to be offended when people you know are not as interested in your videos as you are. You don't want them to be your subscribers anyways. Like, you really don't. Like, and this is not a personal thing. This is nothing against your friends at all. It's just that everybody is an individual and everybody has their own interests. Yours happens to be YouTube, as is mine. Perhaps that's why you're here watching my video. And you've got every right to be excited about that. What you want is you want to have people subscribe to your channel and watch your videos, people that are genuinely interested in what it is you have to say. And again, I'm not trying to say your friends and family aren't interested in what you have to say, but whatever you're making videos about, that may not be their thing. Watching YouTube videos in general may not be their thing. Maybe you're making how-to and helpful videos, but if they go to YouTube, their go-to type of video they like to watch is an entertainment, maybe a Mr. Beast style video, right? And maybe that's not what you make. So, you know, if that's the kind of content they like, and it's not the kind of content you make, of course they're not going to be that interested. Now, I talked a little bit about in a group setting. Sometimes in a group setting, people tend to act a little bit differently than they would otherwise if you're one-on-one with them. So, you know, if you're one-on-one with somebody, you got a better chance at them being a little bit more receptive to what you're doing if you're just talking about what you're interested in. And that's fine. But I still caution you to bring it up. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, yeah, bring it up. I mean, if they're truly a good friend, then they'll want to hear what you're up to. But I wouldn't approach it in the way that, you know, oh, you should do this too, and oh, why don't you go check out my videos? Remember, that's not going to help your channel anyways. You want YouTube to do what it does best, and that is match videos with the people who want to watch them. YouTube is insanely good at that. And you can't game that system. You can't trick it at all. I do not believe in buying ads for YouTube videos unless you're trying to sell something else, right? Unless your YouTube channel is actually kind of a marketing channel to another business of yours, then that's fine. But if your YouTube channel is just a channel where you're talking about your hobby or teaching people how to do certain things, and your YouTube channel itself is the hobby or the business, if you're trying to grow a business out of it. If YouTube is the main part of that, and say YouTube AdSense is your goal, you want to get monetized, you want to start making money, then that's an awesome goal to have. But the best way to grow a channel like that is to let YouTube do its job. Let them, put your thumbnails out there. They'll measure how many people click it and give you a click-through rate. You can check all that stuff out in your YouTube analytics. See how your thumbnails are doing, your titles. Give, and I'm mainly talking to you if you're just starting out. Give YouTube as many hints, as many clues as possible as to what your video is about and who you are targeting, who your audience is, who wants to watch your video, who you think wants to watch your video. Give them clues, like in the title, in the tags, in your description, all that stuff, in the thumbnail. And as long as, if you can get a decent click-through rate with your thumbnail and title, and then you make a video, you get good at making videos that people want to continue to watch. And if they click a thumbnail and they start watching the video, and your video is relevant to the thumbnail, it can't be separate, like they have to work together, then they're more apt to watch more of the video. YouTube will recognize this. They measure the average view duration, how long people typically watch your videos for. That's another metric. You want those to be organic. You want YouTube to do that work. And then the next time you upload another video, they'll do the same thing. You're going to give them more clues. It's another video about maybe the same sort of topic, but a slightly different way of presenting it. That's great. You're sticking with your niche. That helps YouTube, because they will have learned something from the first video you put out, and now they're going to take that, what they learned, and try to send your second video out to, whoever subscribed to your first one and similar people to them, right? That's YouTube doing its job, and they're damn good at it, really good at it. Better than you or I could be at, buying ads. Because remember, if you buy ads, or if you send a link to your video out to, a Facebook group or your Facebook friends or in an email newsletter, right? Sure, you might get a bunch of clicks and, even some people watching, but the percentage, the likelihood of who you're reaching that way, of them being as targeted as what YouTube is doing, is so much less. It's worse. I think my English is very good there, but and it's going to skew your data downwards. It's going to average out. Your click-through rate's going to be worse. The average view duration numbers are going to go down, and it's just not what you want. So, anyways, that's a little bit off topic. This video was mostly to be to you people who are concerned, or maybe even a little miffed, upset, that friends and family are not watching your videos, even though you took the time to send them a link. You might be a little hurt by that. Don't be. Because A, that's not going to help your channel anyways. And B, you can't really expect other people to think exactly the way you do and to like the exact same things that you do. And they may just not have the time to, if you're making a 20-minute video every few days, that might be a lot, but that's a large time commitment to ask of anybody. So you really only want the people who really want to see it to see that. Okay, so don't be offended if your friends and family don't watch your videos. It's kind of interesting that's where the comments went with that video. I think that's the largest percentage of the comments I got was along those lines. People getting upset that their friends and family didn't support them, so to speak, when that's really not the case in most cases. All right, so that's it for now, guys. Thanks for listening to me and coming on this walk It is, what is it? It's only -4 today, Celsius. It's warming up. See you soon. Bye.